The Coyotes are in the midst of one of their longest road trips of the year, with stops in Dallas, Nashville, and Chicago. For the first time since 2002, the Coyotes are in the playoffs and chasing after the Stanley Cup. For fans, that means it's time to welcome back the whiteout, a playoff tradition established during the team's days in Winnipeg, in which fans wear white to home playoff games. The players also have their own set of playoff rituals, which usually include growing a playoff beard. Let's head inside the Coyotes locker room and talk to the players about their playoff superstitions and who they think will grow the best and worst playoff beard. The event gave fans a chance to interact with their favorite players, all the while raising money for charity. There's carnival games, cotton candy, and face painting. Let's go check it out.
That's all I've ever wanted to do is be a football coach. By the time I finished high school, the love of football was just, it was cemented. I was actually a better baseball player in high school than I was football player, but football was the sport that I wanted to spend, most of my career doing. We're guaranteed 2 weeks right now. We have Trevor Brown this week, and we've got the first round of the playoffs. When it ends, it ends. It just instantly, it's over. Yeah, it'll be emotional, but a lot of good memories.
Well, basically, the whole idea behind the mask was WrestleMania was in Glendale last year. So, for me, as a kid growing up, I was a big wrestling fan, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to do something different. And I like trying to think outside the box with my mask. So I went with the wrestling theme. And so the main thing, the four guys on it were pretty much the two big main events for WrestleMania last year. So Bret Hart, who came back, and Vince McMahon. So obviously, anybody who knows wrestling, there's a little bit of history there. And then The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels' actual last match was at WrestleMania last year. So I thought it was something kind of cool to do and something different. For me, I'll talk to my friends and stuff, or just kind of get random ideas or something kind of cool, like whether music. And it's funny. I mean, I really enjoy rock music, but I don't have a clue how to play an instrument. So that's kind of maybe I should learn, but you just get ideas from your buddies and yourself, whether it's pop culture, TV, whatever, music.
I think it's important, the Marine Arts scrimmage, because it sees where we are as a whole, not just the offense or the defense, just everybody as a whole. It's our first look at game time speed, as I can say, the game time speed. So just see making plays, who's going to step up, who actually is paying attention in practice, and then even when the second team gets in, are they actually paying attention to the first team, just to all the details. So it sees where we are as a whole unit before our first game.
We're going to go full speed, so this is the first time we've just kind of let the kids go, so there is no holding back, exception of probably on our quarterback, which we would do in a scrimmage anyway. We really need to identify and solidify some position. It's going to be the start for somebody and maybe a second team position for somebody else, so they're going to have to let it all hang out.
Well, the scrimmage is actually extremely important. It brings about competition that won't come out in practice, just because I honestly believe that's just the donning of the uniforms kind of thing. We put the uniforms on, and then it makes it official. So that makes us want to just kind of clobber each other, which is good, because in practice maybe that level of competition isn't always there, and so that way the coaches can truly see it's like, okay, come game time, this kid's gonna buckle up. So it's definitely gonna solve some maybe disputes coaches have amongst themselves over who's gonna play what position, and it'll settle all those. So that's pretty much what it does. It's extremely important, though. It'll be really intense, because we all want to come out on top.
Even from the pregame, in the locker room, bringing the music, and just dressing up, just having a good time with all the guys. It's just basically another game, just how we look at it. So.
It's good for fans, it's a carnival for them, and we are just trying to make it fun for them, and I hope they enjoy it.
Getting to interact with the players without glass in between you is really cool. And anytime you can do things to help out people who are less fortunate, it's always a good thing. The games are pretty cool. The players are hilarious. Them running the games is really funny because you're used to them being graceful and speedy, and to see them trying to set up the games is funny.